And hello there everyone, welcome back to the Strike Streams Friday edition. How are we all doing? I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you have got through another week rather successfully, or at least okay-ishly. Yeah, if it's the end of your day, I hope it's been a good week, and if you've still got a few hours left, I hope that they are tolerable and good and fine and all those lovely things. How are you all doing? Let's say hi to some people quickly. Like the video if you haven't already. And then we'll kind of begin to get into things. We do have a new ticket today, although I'll talk about that later. Weiss hi, and Kieran hi, and Kevin hi, and Xander hi. And Jelly Ducky hi. And I think that's everyone who said hi so far, because I kind of got how is the thumbnail the Heatran bow? Just basically because I liked the thumbnail and I don't want to commission a new one because I don't have the money to commission them. It's just because I was very kindly drawn that and was like, hey, can I use that, Marses? And Marses like very kindly drew it just like as a fan thing, and then I was like, that's really good, can I use it? And Marses like, yeah, of course. So hi, Liam, hi, welcome. And there we go. I was gonna say it is a little bit confusing having the Xander and the Xander fan. I think there's maybe one time I messed up yesterday. I think Kevin messed up with it one time. It is a tad confusing. I know that Xander has like the blue and the wrench and everything, but it is still kind of confusing. Anyway, Bark. Cheese, hi, welcome. Oh my gosh, everyone's here. So let's get into the game. We'll get things going. Well, we'll try and get them going quickly. I said that yesterday, and then we ended up kind of having to start kind of late and everything. But if you haven't already, please click like on the video because it helps tremendously. But there we go. Yeah, I was gonna say it. Maybe like you can't change it whilst you're like actively in the middle of a stream or something like that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Okay. So, guys, gals, and non-binary pals, that is the way you can tell which one's the real Xander. It's like, get your hammer out. Okay, hang on, what does Nia have to offer? Ooh, latty ass. I was gonna say, I could always switch Yuxi for Thunderous if that becomes an option, but anyway, Buck. Okay, I'm seeing double 4 Xanders. Good reference, Kevin. Good reference. Okay, so here we go. Guys, gals, non-binary pals. Number one, if you have not clicked like on the video, it does help out so much. So please, if you haven't already, check for it now, and then you can sit back and just enjoy the rest of the stream. Number two, if you are interested in playing, please make sure you are watching live. Make sure that if you are hovering your mouse on the YouTube video or tap it on mobile, tap the middle of the video on mobile, that you do see the red circle in the bottom corner, not the grey circle. You need to have the red circle and not the grey circle with a negative number. So make sure you've got that all sorted. It's currently 2:04 p.m. Pacific time. Kiba, hi! So at 2:04, that's when Kiba joined, and that's when I'm asking you to make sure you're watching live. And then finally, finalement, please hold your horses, and may all horses be held, whilst I set up this next bit, because, and this is why I always ask for the horses being held, because you never know when we're going to switch tickets. There could be people who are like, Bo, I know what my available tickets are, and stuff like that. And it's like, but do you? Do you know what our tickets are? Because our current tickets are for Yuxi, Mesprit, and Blacephalon. And if you're thinking, what? Where's Lugia? There's no more Lugias. We got the Strawberry Nesquik Lugia as of yesterday. And I do have a funny story about that as well that I'll maybe get to later. But Sam, hello, welcome. So our current tickets are for Yuxi, Mesprit, and Blacephalon. Those are the Pokemon you need to inform me about. So you need to write strike in big capital letters. Strike in big capital letters. And then you're going to say, I can do, and you're going to let me know who you can do. And then you're going to say, so strike, I can do, and then let me know who you can do out of Uxie and or Mesprit and or Blacephalon. Without any further ado, Liam, you do need to wait for me to say ready, set, go, but I'll let it slide for today. Ready, set, bow. I actually lied there because I said ready, set, go, and I said ready, set, bow. But yeah, you always have to wait until I say it, because if everyone starts doing it early, it messes things up. But don't worry, you're good. You're good. I can see it. It's all lined up. It's all good. Okay, good. A lot of people can do Uxies, which is good, because I was a bit worried people might not be able to. But no, you're good, Liam. Don't worry. It's all good. It's just sometimes if people type it early and then I, like, carry on talking, and then, like, other people type in chat and stuff, but your message is kind of in line with everyone else, so it's fine. But can you imagine if you'd said it early and then other people would, you know, Kevin had then we put strawberry Lugia in a strawberry milk mixer, and Xander was like, I should edit a shiny Lugia holding a strawberry Nesquik with those big AI-generated hands. Okay, but anyway, Bark. Okay, so here we go. We're going to get the spreadsheet arena. Forgive me if this does take a second, just because there are a whole bunch of you, and I'm by myself. All by myself. On the spreadsheet, at least. Well, and also personally as well, I guess. But okay, hang on. So Kevin, Sam, wham, bam. Thank you, Sam. I know I used to sing that for Zam, but we haven't seen Zam in a while. So, okay. Oh, cheese, if you please. And then Kiba. Right, and then Kieran and Weiss. Kieran and Weiss, because rice is nice. Rice is nice. It's the perfect side dish. Okay, so, right, okay. So, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got Liam, Gage, Kevin, Sam, Cheese, Kiba, Kieran, and Weiss. If I've missed anyone, let me know. I'm now going to assign your teams, so just give me a sec for that. Oh, Sky! Hello, you're just going to be watching today. No problemo. But, well, I appreciate, even if you're not playing, that you're still here. That's really lovely. So hang on, let's see. Liam can do Blacephalon. Gage can do... Hang on, I need to pick all the people who can only do one. Hang on. So hang on, let's just check. Oh, and then Weiss can only do Blacephalon. But I think everyone else is... Okay, and then I need to pick the people who can do 2. And then we'll take it from there. Kieran can do Uxie and Blacephalon. So Kieran needs to be in, like, one of the top 2 teams. Okay, so, like, Kevin and Kieran need to be in, like, one of the first 2 teams, as does Gage. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Kevin, and then who is the other one? It was Gage. Okay, so I think. Okay, I think I have this. Let me just check. Okay, yeah, everyone's got a 1 next to their name. Okay, so here's what I've got. Let me know if I've messed up. Team 1. Sorry, the screen is dark as well. Team 1, Uxie. We've got Kevin, Gage, and Sam. Also, Sam, we don't seem to have whether you have the shiny charm marked on the spreadsheet. I thought we did. Maybe it just didn't get converted when Kramen did the recent conversion. Or just I was a ding-dong who never asked you in the first place. So Team 1, Uxie, Kevin, Gage, and Sam. Team 2, Blacephalon, is going to be Liam, Weiss, and Kieran. Team 3, Mesprit, Cheese, and Kiba. Does that sound good? Does that make sense? Have I messed up? Has anyone joined in the last couple of minutes? Yeah, that's the thing, Sam. I was like, and I even was like, I'm pretty sure I know that you have it. So I don't know why we don't have it on the spreadsheet. Again, we did update the spreadsheet recently, so maybe something happened where, like, I don't know, you just didn't get included or something didn't get shifted over. I don't know. Anyway, it's there now. So, let me... But yeah, don't know why... That's very weird that that wasn't included, but anyway. But okay. Let's just see. Hang on, let's just see if this fixes that. It did fix it. Okay, nice. Fix it. That's a hard one. Right, okay. So, Uxie is the Lugia replacement. Okay, yeah. So does that all sound good? Does that make sense? Oh, Fluffers! Hello! You'll just watch for today as well. Loads of people just watching today. Okay. So, if that's all good... Okay, that seems to be good. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Actually, no, it's too late for that. Too late. Right, so, here's what we're going to do. We're going to connect to the YCOM. And we'll get ready with Team 1. So, Team 1, our brand new ticket Uxie, we're going to have Kevin, Gage, and Sam. Lookable. So, here we go. We're going to go to the internet. We're going to go talk to the lady. We're going to say that we do want to do a Dynamax adventure. We're going to say anything goes, unless you're me, and I'm going to select Uxie. And then, there you go, so we've got Uxie, who is holding a mini Snowrunt. Is doing a mini Snowrunt puppet show. If you look, see, look, it's got a Snowrunt, it's doing like a little puppet show with its tail. Okay, so let's go 0221... And then 0221. Let's just do it twice. 0221, 0221. That is the code. Ready, set, go. Kevin, it feels weird not being on a clown team. I know. When Lara gets here, I have a funny story that I need to... Because there's just like... It's always so weird when we catch a legendary. Just because it's... I don't know, it's just always so weird when it's like, wow, we're just never going to do a Lugia again. So... I have 3 main categories of Pokemon. There are, like, tough ones / bulky boys. So they're either, like, really, really, like, threatening offensively and or they're bulky. Dialga was one of the toughest ones in that regard because it was bulky and it was quite good offensively. A Pokemon like Lugia was never really that much of a threat offensively. It's just that it was bulky and annoying to beat. And then... So there's the bulky boys / powerhouses. Then there are the kind of like easy to beat or ×4 weakness kind of Pokemon kind of thing. So usually we've had a lot of frail ×4 weakness things, or we've had things like, Mesprit. Mesprit I think is weak enough to kind of throw into that category, I feel. And then there are Ultra Beasts. Eventually, I think just mathematically, we will get to a point where we only have Ultra Beasts, and when we get to that phase, we'll try and balance it out a little bit that way. Like, we'll try and have something that's tough, something that's, super duper weak, or whatever. But for right now, those are the 3 categories we have. Okay. Palkia is far worse than Dialga. I imagine it's not as bulky... But I imagine it's worse just because of the powerful offenses. Okay. So, anyway. Uxie has the levitate ability, so no ground moves. Otherwise, it's weak to Bug, Dark, and Ghost. Unlike Mesprit, I would say Ghost and Dark are the better things to go for here, just because Uxie is bulkier. And Kevin, watch Bo get all the legendaries first before getting a single shiny Ultra Beast. I was going to say, chat, I have, like, I think now... I have, like, I want to say it's, like, 4... I want to say it's, like, 4... I have, like, 4 regular Pokemon left. Let me just double check. We have Uxie, we have Mesprit, we have Thundurus, and Tapu Bulu. All the rest are Ultra Beasts. How many of those 4 Pokemon, right? So I have 4 regular Pokemon left, and then, like, 9 Ultra Beasts or whatever. How many of the 4 Pokemon do you think I'm going to get before I get a shiny Ultra Beast? Bearing in mind that we're probably generally going to do 2 Wild Card Ultra Beasts every day, so we're probably going to do Blacephalon and 2 Ultra Beasts, generally. Okay, let's see what we got here. Uxie. Okay, so Frostlass is a Ghost type, so I think we do want to go to the left here. Because, like, Frostlass is good. And then there is a Ghost type at the end, but if it's just Poltegeist, which it is, dang it. Oh, but there is a Dark at the end. Oh, no. Okay, there's a Dark in the top right-hand corner, so that's fine. Burn/poison is also a good option since Yuxi has a lot of defense and statuses and all that. That is true, yeah. Like, statuses can be... definitely, like, the stat debuff moves I would prioritize over statuses, just because, yes, like, statuses are good, but don't forget the Dynamax Pokemon have twice the health, and so they lose status damage at, like, half the rate. And so what that ultimately means is you get, like... just the chip damage you get from statuses is kind of slow, but it's still not a bad idea. I would say status moves are better as like a secondary effect rather than like primarily aiming for them. But nevertheless, in a desperate pinch, it could work. The only problem is, so a move like Toxic is poison. Toxic tends to be on poison Pokemon. Yuxi is a psychic type, so... but hey, if we get a shiny Starmie here, I will not complain. Kevin thinks I'll get 2 legendaries before any Ultra Beast. I think that's a good prediction, Kevin. That's probably about what I'm thinking. I think I'll probably get like Yuxi, and then I think I'll probably get Yuxi and Mesprit next, and then I'll get Blacephalon. That's going to be my own prediction. Not necessarily in that order. Like Yuxi will be the first one. It'd be hilarious if Yuxi was first. But that's kind of what. Oh, Sam, you're also playing a risky game since Scolipede is weak and strong. The Scolipede is good, though, because it's got that super effective Mega Horn. So, and here's the thing about Yuxi. Yes, he's a bulky boy, but he's also not a very offensive boy. So that means he doesn't swear much and is very polite. No, it means that he's not really much of a threat to us attacking-wise. So of like all the times to have a Pokemon where they are double-edged swords or where you do have a weakness to something, Yuxi is like far better. You know, a Pokemon like Blacephalon, you're like, we don't really want something that's weak to fire against a Blacephalon. But for a Yuxi, it's like, poison types are fine. Even though I did just say you do have to be kind of careful with like Toxic. Against Yuxi, it's definitely less of a threat. Oh, Kieran says... See, I was going to say Xander fan, but it's like Kieran. Kieran say Blacephalon, Yuxi, Pheromos, and Mesprit. Oh, I like that. I like the specificity of it. I like the specificity of it. But yeah, we'll probably always do at least 2 Ultra Beast raids or Dynamax Adventures every day. It's just whether we do a third or not. Because if someone has Tapu Bulu, some days I might be like, let's do Tapu Bulu. And then, you know. Starmie, it does resist. Hey, I just met you. This is crazy. But I'm actually tempted to switch it. I know that's kind of crazy. But Jellicent isn't really that good. Okay. If we go... Oh, it's Absol. Absol's good. Okay. If we stick to the right, if we just go for, like, the Clefairy or something, that could be pretty good. Or we could go with Slowking, and then we would have water, but... let's see what we go for here, though. Okay, so it is Clefairy. Clefairy does have a good support ability. I will just say that. And it does have, Mystical Fire. So, like... Actually, that's an interesting prospect. Misty Terrain, you say. Oh, hang on, my chat hasn't scrolled down. Oh, no. It's a ghost. How you doing, Ghost? Happy Friday. See, here's the question for Ghost. I do shorten it to Ghost, but here's the thing. Am I greeting the ghost, or are you a host inhabited by a ghost? And so, if I say ghost host, I am greeting the host of the ghost. But if I say ghost, then I am only acknowledging the ghost and ignoring the host for the ghost. So the question is, am I okay to abbreviate it to ghost, or do I need to say the full name of ghost host? That is the question. Anyway, Bog. Ghost host, Xander says. Wonder if anyone will get that reference. Maybe I might get it. Oh, Gage, you do need to be watching live. Make sure you're watching live. You should only be 10 seconds behind. Right now it's 2:20 p.m. It's 2:20 p.m. as I am Dynamaxing this Azumarill. So if it's not 2:20 p.m. Los Angeles time for you whilst Azumarill is Dynamaxing, then yeah, it means you're way behind and you gotta, you know. Luckily, Clefairy can take poison damage because of its ability. Here's the funny thing. If we set up the terrain here, Scolipede has Steel Roller, right? So does that mean Venipede can get a super effective hit on Clefairy now? Yeah, oh, Gage is saying it settings Misty terrain for Steel Roller and Scolipede. Yes, excellent. Okay, I just saw your comment. Excellent, perfect. Rock Slide, baby rock slide. Okay. Right, Magical Leaf. Oh! Oh! Yes! The Sap Sipper works for us for a change! Well, it should only be 10 seconds. So, I mean, that is like a kind of big delay. Like, there are certain aspects of things where, like, that is a big delay. There are other aspects of things where, like, oh, I'm gonna go with the Power Jump. But there's certain things, like when we're like choosing like who's switching Pokemon, 10 seconds can be quite a lot. When we're like picking the Pokemon at the start or just generally going through our moves or whatever, then it's not too big a thing. But okay. Ghost, maybe you'll be here for a shiny. Ooh, that is the question. So that's the thing. You can't miss a stream. Like, I know I'm boring, guys, but you have to come and... You can't just pick and choose when to deal with my boringness. You have to be here for every moment of it, because you never know when another shiny is going to come into the stream. So, no, I was going to say, Theory... that wasn't what I was going to say. No, I was going to say, I did do a little bit of a calculation today. If we say I get a shiny legendary every 100 Dynamax Adventures, that means the next time we should be due a legendary is on the stream on March 16th. So, basically, chat, here is my question to you. Do you think I will get a shiny legendary before March 16th or afterwards? Do you think, or do you think I'll get it precisely on that day? I mean, that would be a very bold prediction. But what do you guys think? Do you think I'll get it before or after? Or on the day, I suppose. Oh, but saying I get it on the day would be like saying I think the coin will land on its side. Clefairy is a good support Pokemon, although in fairness, we do have like a better, maybe like a Azumarill. I don't know, but like, Kevin's going for it with the Carkol. Oh, but Gage is going for it. Nice. Liam says before. She says Blacephalon and before. Oh, jeez, I like that's bold and brash. Okay. Here's the question. Who is gonna switch for this dark? Oh, Absol. Kevin, I think that if you switch Carkol for Absol, then I think that'll be pretty good. And then basically, I'll have the resistance to Psychic. Clefairy can, like, use Mystical Fire, and if necessary, Life Do. And then Scolipede can just attack with Megahorn, and Absol can... Well, actually, no, Max Flutterby. Sorry, Max Flutterby, bye. And then Absol can attack with, like, Night Slash, more like a Fate Slash. And then I think that'll honestly get us... I think that'll kind of honestly get us there. Gage, and then afterwards, just that kind of bad luck. Ooh, that's interesting. But Blacephalon first. I mean, mathematically, I'm due to get the Ultra Beast somewhere. I'm gonna get it somewhere. The question is when. But that's why you gotta watch every day. You gotta wait until I get my, I finally get my Ultra Beast. But that is the question. Good thing is that you can basically use Overheat without stat lowering. Exactly. This is why I'm sorry I say this a lot. But moments like this are where I can kind of say it where it's not too naggy. Because if I say it after someone doesn't Dynamax, I feel bad because I feel like I'm scolding them. But if I say it now, this is why Dynamax is great. Because often you have moves that are like unreliable or you can't really use them much. Overheat and Inferno are two really good examples. Okay. Overheat and and Inferno are two really good examples. Steamroller is a good example. Another good example, to people's surprise, I know this might be a surprise to some of you. You may think this is the best move in the mode, but actually it's the worst. Belch. Belch is a useless move in this mode, shock of all shockers, but when you Dynamax, it's actually good and useful. A move like Superpower. Superpower is a good move, but it's unreliable. But turned into a Max Knuckle, it's useful. Even like Counter on Pyukumuku, situationally is can be unreliable or useless, but if your Pyukumuku can Dynamax, it can become a Max Knuckle, and you can help out your allies. So, Melanie, hi, welcome. Lovely to see you. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Happy Friday. Ghost, yesterday you saw for the first time the Wheels on the Bus video. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, I've got a lot of fun shorts and clips and stuff that I upload every once in a while. Haven't uploaded any shorts or videos for a while. I kind of overdid it. I had like a month last year, towards the end of last year, where I did like a video every week and I'd make a bunch of shorts and stuff, but I just don't really have anything in the tank at the minute, so... right, here we go. So, Dyna, if you got it, which I think should be if my maths is correct, then Scolipede should be the one. And then we'll, just kind of take it from there, really. Oh, Fluffers, you're shiny hunting a Lowland Vulpix. Love her shiny, but so hard to spot. Oh, Fluffers, I know, right? Are you doing that in Pokemon Scarlet? Because, yeah, that is a really tough one. It has a really weird spawning place, and it's difficult to spot. Like, you need to use that buddy feature, like the Let's Go buddy feature. Heavily for that one. It can be done. I have done it. I was so thankful I'd already caught one in Pokemon Home, so I didn't have to in Pokemon Go, and then transferred it to Home. So I only had to catch one. I didn't need a second one. But yeah. Ooh, Magic Room, more like a magic mushroom. Items lose their effects. Oh no, guys, we're totally screwed. I can't even pretend. Mystical Fire. Yes, there we go. So we're lowering the special attack. Between that Max Flutter, bye. Between the Max Flutterbys and the Mystical Fires, we are really just like making this thing useless. And Kevin, now your life orb is useless. Actually, maybe this battle will now take longer because of the Magic Room. Right, it's getting desperate. It is going to start using Magic Room twice as much. But let's see how this goes. Oh, Max Phantasm, more like Donate Plasm. Oh no, it's super effective. Look at all that damage it did, guys. Look at all that damage it did. Okay. Here's the Night Slash, more like a Fate Slash. Will we get crit? Right, Mystical Fire, nice. Even more special attack down. This is why Uxie is, like, it's bulky, but, like, Swift is gonna do nothing. Oh, that really did do nothing. How much oh my gosh, how much damage did that do? Hang on, 176 out of 186, 179. So this did, like, 10 here, 8 here, 7 there. That was pathetic. You guys are doing amazingly well done. Here we go, Max Flutter, bye. Well done, everyone. Yes, well done, everyone. Very nice work indeed. So, stars and sparkles and stars, get those emojis in chat. If you haven't, please click like on the video. It really does help out. We did just hit 3,000 subscribers the other day. It'd be really awesome if we could get to like 3,050, 3,100, 3,150, 3,200, 3,250, and so on and so forth. And then all the way up to 4,000, and then 5,000, and then 10,000. But all that can only begin right here, right now, if you click like on that video and subscribe if you haven't. Right, here we go. So Starmie, oh, it's not shiny. It's a shame. Clefairy is not shiny. Dang, boo. Absol is absolutely not shiny. But that's okay. I do have all of these Pokemon except for the Starmie as shiny. You know who, though, I need as a shiny? My brand new ticket, will I, on my first ever attempt for a Pokemon, as a ticket holder at least. Get it as a shiny. Show me the Golden Mesprit. It's a Nesprit. No, Mesprit. Golden Uxie. Dang it. That's why it messed up, guys. I messed up. Golden Uxie. Well, maybe in a couple of minutes I'll get. Maybe later on I'll get. Maybe in like half an hour I'll get a shiny Mesprit. But yeah. No, Golden Uxie. No gold. Boo, boo, boo. Okay. Let me just check the old spreadsheet arena just to double check what I need and what I don't need. Wait, didn't I get Seadra? Anyway, Bark. Clefairy. Fairy. And then Absol, as in... Oh, I do need Absol. Yay, okay. I think Uxie didn't shine because Bo kept trash-talking it. I mean, fair. Let me just check the sparkles. Hang on, no sparkles there, no sparkles there, no sparkles there. But I do need the Absol. So that's a win. I'll call that a win. Right, winner, chicken dinner. Okay, guys, gals, non-binary pals. You thought, the way I'm saying that, it sounds like I'm about to end the stream, but we're only just getting started, baby. So Team 2, Blacephalon. This is going to be Liam, Weiss, and Kieran. So please make yourselves present, known, and accountable, and we'll get right into Dynamax Adventure number 2. And then we'll see how it goes. Right, welcome back. Would you like to keep a record of the Uxie? Yes, I would, Kent. Unless you offer me Thunderous. Oh, she's giving me some goggles, but they do nothing. Okay. Hang on. Really? You're not going to offer me? Boo. Boo, Nia. Okay. So here we go. Save the game. Don't know why I'm saving. Okay, so Team 2, let's get ready. Let's talk to the lady. Let's make sure we're actually standing close enough to her for the A button to work. And then we'll say anything goes while I select Mesprit. Never trust Nia. Ah, but I did get my Uxie from her. And here's another little wooden puppet show. No, not a wooden puppet, a sock puppet. Or hand puppet. There we go. Okay, let's go 0221... and then 0233. How about that? For a code. 0221 0233. That is... Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, no, sorry. Yeah, sorry. I'll do the same code, but yeah, sorry. This is for the clown. My bad. Yeah, sorry. This is Blacephalon. My bad. Blacephalon Jones. Sorry, it was Blacephalon. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm used to Mesprit being second. We often do it second, but... Sorry, so 0221 0233. Actually, maybe I shouldn't have put the same code. But there we go. So here we go. It's Blacephalon. Make sure make sure that you re-input your code. Don't just leave the old code running. But there we go. So there we go. Sorry, Blacephalon, not Jones. We haven't had a Jones in a while. We'll have to get Guzzlord back soon so that we can do that. Right, we got our Liam, we got our Artemis, and we got our Funny for the Money. Blacephalon is weak to Ghost, Dark, Ground, Rock, and Water. Let's do this thing. Yes, lots of people can't do Mesprit. I know, Clan Fandango. Right, here we go. Carkol is very good for Blacephalon, I will say. Frostlass is a double-edged sword. But Diggersby is way better than a double-edged sword. So there we go. But Frostlass is definitely like the best one of these three. And then Flygon is certainly usable, and particularly if we all do turn 1 Dynamaxes, Mudslap, baby Mudslap, does become a fairly passable Max Quake. Let's see what we got though. Right, there is a strong Ghost reaction. Ghost. Right, Salazzle, Togetic. Let's see what we got. Oh, there is Gastrodon and Lycanroc. Whichever way we go, there's like Gastrodon and Lycanroc. And then there is another fish, no, a Cramorant in the top row. So if we went to the right... oh, crap. It doesn't really matter too much which way we go. If we can get the Lycanroc and the Cramorant, and that could be pretty good. Maybe we could get rid of the Flygon, and we could get rid of Flygon, and we could get rid of the Frostlass, and then that could be good. So the rock is the Midnight Lycanroc specifically. I feel like I never really need to specify that just because of how different the silhouettes are. For something like Stunfisk or Basculin, you do need to like spell it out. But for Lycanroc, I trust you guys to know your Lycanrocs. But yeah, if we get rid of... Okay, here's what I'm thinking. Abraham Lincoln. Actually, hang on. Yeah, here's what I'm thinking. Maybe... I think that Cramorant would be a better Dynamaxer than Lycanroc, because Lycanroc already has a 100% accurate rock move, whereas Cramorant has a 2-turn water move. So that 2-turn water move becoming a physical 1-turn Dynamax Max Geyser could be the better thing for us. So maybe if we plan this out so that our 4th place Pokemon is the Cramorant and our 3rd place Pokemon is the Lycanroc, then that could be good. Exactly, Liam. Yeah, Lycanroc has no guard, which is why its Stone Edge will actually be 100% accurate. So that's why, if it was the other Lycanroc, I would be more like, oh, if it was the Dayform Lycanroc, I'd be like, oh, let's Dynamax that, because then we get a 100% accurate rock move. But, because it's the Midnight form, it already has a 100% accurate rock move. So, but there we go. Let's see what we got here. Oh, sorry, I haven't been reading what's going on between Ghost and Kevin. But Kevin, leave the exorcism to the pros. Okay. But here we go. Yes, Steel Wing was really good there for Togetic, so that's pretty nifty. Okay. Just need to make sure I haven't missed anything else. Okay. Just a load of people saying they can't do Mesprit. Okay, there we go. Right, so I don't think... Yeah, Togetic's not very good for a Lycanroc, so we don't want to do any, like, double switches or anything. So I think basically we're good with the team we've got, and then if we just do the switches, as long as we do turn 1 Dynamaxes, so like Kieran, make sure your Dynamax, your Diggersby here. Diggersby! Just make sure you do that, and then we should be good. But if we go left here for Lycanroc, and then if we go in the center for Cramorant, why don't you come on over, Cramorant? Then I think we should be pretty good here. But yes. Hang on, what did Sky say? Would be cool if there was the Dusk form Lycanroc. Yeah, for this mode. I know, it's so annoying. Like, here's the thing. Dusk form Lycanroc, until Scarlet and Violet, Dusk form Lycanroc was, like, kind of, like, awkward or annoying to get or whatever. And, like, basically, I feel like in this game, they had a perfect vehicle for, like... They had a perfect vehicle for, like, distributing Dusk form Lycanroc, which would have been to have it in this mode. And for some reason they didn't do that, and I don't know why they didn't do that, to be honest. Because this would have been the perfect way to, like, distribute it, to make it available to people. So, because basically, is it available from, like, raid, like, you have to get a Lycanroc from a raid den or something like that? Is that how, or can you get them from, the DL, I can't remember. Maybe you get given one, like, for the Diglett collecting or something like that. I can't remember, but I feel like this mode would have been a really perfect vehicle for having a Dusk the Dusk Lycanroc available, but well, the thing that's awkward about it as well is that you have to get. It's not just like, oh, evolve a Rockruff at like 5 p.m. or whatever. You have to have one. You have to get like these extra ones that have a special ability. It's not even the hidden ability, but like they're just separate Lycanroc that have a different ability. So you have to get these separate Lycanrocs, Rockruffs, and then evolve them into and they can only evolve into the Dusk form. And yeah, it just kind of sucks. Right, there's the Fire Spin. Nice. For a second, I was like, who's using Rapid Spin on a Lycanroc? It's like, oh, right, it's Fire Spin, and I did that. Just for chip damage, just in case. Correct. And yeah, Rockruff has to have own tempo. That's the special ability. 2, 4, 6, 8. That was feeble. And not great. Ghost. But yeah. And yeah, I know. Everyone 07 Frostlass. Although Frostlass is not the president, because apparently people don't want a female president. 07 to Frostlass anyway. Okay, here we go. So you want to catch everything, you don't have to keep them, but always catch them. They are found in raid dens, okay. Yeah. Okay. Right. So, but yeah, so if we do Lycanroc for Frostlass, yeah, Lycanroc for Frostlass, Lycanroc for Frostlass. I mean, you've already picked it, but Lycanroc for Frostlass, Lycanroc for Frostlass, and then, Liam, it seemed pretty good to me. Liam, please do remember though, just in case, for one thing, people don't need to sort of follow up like too quickly about like, did you see my message and stuff like that. That is thing number one. That's all like listed in the rules and stuff. But the other thing as well is, please don't forget I am on strike, and so there are games I'm like not allowed to talk about and stuff like that. So it's just, so I just ask that just because it can put me in an awkward position. You know, if I'm asked certain questions, it can be quite awkward, and particularly if I'm then asked like, "Hey, did you see my question?" Like that, then kind of adds to that. So just a heads up. But yes, I like what you put looked pretty good to me. Okay. So it had a nice mix of everything that you would expect. So I liked that. Okay. So I did see it, and yeah, it seems good to me based on my limited knowledge. Of the game, as a Nintendo player. Right, anyway, Bark. Lycanroc is indeed Dynamaxing here. Oh, we'll actually get the full benefit of Sandstorm here. This is kind of funny. Well, the other thing, basically, like, here's the thing with the strike, just quickly, guys, because I will say this. There aren't actually a whole load of games that I'm technically not allowed to talk about, but I just feel like in the spirit of the strike, there are a bunch of games I shouldn't talk about. And again, sorry, I know it sounds like I'm like having a go at the union, and it feels like I'm always having a go at the union. And like, again, there are a lot of people doing a lot of really hard, who's really putting in a lot of hard work and doing amazing things, and I'm so grateful for those people. Because there are a lot of people who are working really hard trying to fight for the AI protections that we seek. So please know how grateful I am to those people. But there are certain things about like the cat's getting us. There are certain things about kind of like the strike and some of the promotional rules that I just think are a bit silly, or it's kind of like, well, if you're not allowed to do this, why are people allowed to do this and stuff like that? And so I just feel like in the spirit of the strike, I'm going to try and not do certain things, even though I technically can. It's like, for example, like, I think it would technically be legal for me to like talk about some non-union game that's like, You know, like if there was a non-union game that was doing a load of really sketchy stuff, I would like technically be allowed to talk about it, and it's like, okay, but I wouldn't want to talk about it, or I wouldn't want to like promote that or anything. So that's not me like hinting at some game. I literally don't know a game in my head that fits that criteria. But do you know what I mean? That's what I'm sort of saying here. So if Flygon, so Flygon for Cramorant, Flygon for Cramorant, Flygon for Cramorant, Flygon for Cramorant. Sorry about that. But yeah, if Cramorant, more of a Scramorant. I like it. I like it. I like that that's come back already. But yeah. But so there are certain things where I technically can talk about them, but I just feel like with regards to the strike, it's kind of better if I don't, kind of thing. Or at least not like in a public way. If I'm just talking to people like individually, privately, not on tape or anything, you know, I can talk about a few more things perhaps. But I just feel like in the spirit of the strike, there are certain things that I'm trying to not talk about as much as I normally would do. There are certain games I would talk about more, but it's like, it kind of feels weird talking about that during a video game strike. So there's actually very few games that like I said, there are actually only technically a few games that I like wouldn't be allowed to talk about because of the strike, like based on the actual rules. But I just feel like in the spirit of the strike and in an attempt to kind of have some form of solidarity and stuff like that, there are just certain things where I'm gonna try and avoid talking about certain things as well, if I can. So Kevin's like, hey Bo, slips recorder under the table. Tell me about the games you're playing. Joke's on you, Kevin, because like recorders under the table are just a myth made up by television shows. That like you need to have those things pointing the right way and like in a well, you know, acoustically treated room and stuff like that. No. So there we go. All right, here's the Max Geyser. Yes, we get the Cramorant, that physical water power. So yeah. So if you've like heard me sort of talk about games, or if I've just said something like, you know, like I'm getting Xenoblade X in a month, that's not me like, well, that's not me like breaking any strike rules, at least to my knowledge of the rules. But again, it's a game with a lot of voicey stuff in it. I don't know the full extent of like how the game is being remade and stuff like that, so I'm gonna try and avoid talking about that game. It's one that I would love to talk more about because I'm personally excited for it, but it feels like the type of game that I shouldn't really be talking about during the strike, because I don't know its like personal circumstances or anything. I don't know the circumstances with a lot of games, so I'm going to just try and not talk about games where like a lot of voicey stuff is a big part of them. I might mention like, oh, Xenoblade 1, I beat that the other day, and you know, but I'll talk about it a bit and then I'll move on and whatever. But so here we go. I don't really know the difference between those two things, Ghost. If you were able to distinguish to them more, I just don't really know what you mean by that. But yeah. Right, anyway, Max Geyser, I'm firing my laser. Yes, I know, right? Right, Togetic is a no. Lycanroc is a no. Cramorant is a no. But will we get the Cosmic Midnight Disco Bulbacephalon? No. Oh. Kevin, you understand the confusion and feel awkward about complimenting actors working games, because I know you can't. That's the thing. I think if you're like, if you know someone is in a game that like, I don't know, releases but they can't talk about it, you are welcome to say, like on a social media, you can say to them, I know you might not be able to talk, like say, I know you might not be able to talk about it right now, but I just wanted to say, I've been really enjoying your blah 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 in such and such, and I think that's fine. But if you try and like ask people questions about games, hey, can you like talk to me about this thing? Hey, talk to me, answer these questions. Like, hey, you there in public on a public platform, talk like these questions. That can put voice actors in an awkward situation. So I think like aiming comments at people are fine, because they don't have to like reply to comments or acknowledge them or anything. But if you ask like questions, I will just say at the minute you need to be more careful. Like, well, not just like be more careful, but just be aware of like that voice actors might not be able to answer questions about things, and so asking voice actors questions about video games at the minute can put them in a slightly awkward space. So just be aware of that if you do it on social media or streams or anything. And I don't just say that for myself; I say that for any voice actors. Right. Anyway, Bug. So, no sparkles, no sparkles, no sparkles, no sparkles. I'm going to just check the old spreadsheet arena. And then here we go. But hang on. Oh, so Ghost. Basically, there are like some... Okay, so to the extent that I feel like I understand your question, there are some things where it's like, if a voice actor, like, promotes a struck game or something like that, whilst, you know, they're on strike, that is bad and it can get you in trouble with the union, and if you say repeatedly did it, you could be kicked out of the union. So there are, like, rules where it's like... There are rules where it's like, oh, if you do certain things, it actually could get you in trouble with the union, or it could get you kicked out of the union. But then there are other things where they're not technically union rules, but it's kind of like people are banding together because it's kind of just like a group effort, and it's like, well, hey, if we do this other thing as well, that could help our effort for these reasons or could benefit us in these ways. So hopefully that makes sense and kind of answer your question. There are some things where it's kind of like, it's like a rule of being in the union and you can't do it and it could get you in trouble with the union. And then there are things where it's kind of like, it's not like a rule, but we're just doing it to try and help our effort, if that makes sense. So, unwritten rules can sometimes be the hardest to follow. That is very true, Sam. And that is kind of part of the weird, you know, sort of struggle with all this in some ways. So hang on. Let me just check what we've got here. Right, Togetic, no. Lycanroc. Do I need a Lycanroc? No. Cramorant. I don't need Cramorant. Okay. I'm surprised I need a Togetic, but I'm going to get Togetic. Okay, sorry about that. So we'll speed things up from here. Oh, Liam! You got shiny Lycanroc? Nice! You got the blue buddy! You got a blue buddy! That's excellent! Oh, congrats! Oh, well, Liam, you are like an early winner of the day, unless anyone can top that. That's fantastic! Congratulations. Oh, Lara, hi, welcome. Sorry, I kind of got reading about like the comments and stuff. Then a lot of people commented and asked questions and stuff. Oh, Liam, well, that's fantastic. Congrats. Okay. So, but on Lara, hi. I do have a funny story now that on Lara said, well, not really a funny story, and it's not really a story, but you know what I mean. Right, would you like us to keep a record of Blacephalon? Yes, I would, Kent. Oh, on Lara, would you be down for doing a Mesprit? Because I need someone who can do a Mesprit, and preferably someone who has not yet played today. And I need someone who's able to do Mesprit, and unless this is the point where you're currently writing in chat whilst I'm looking down at my spreadsheet that actually I got a Mesprit last night, then we would love to have you. Oh, Sam, you got shiny Tornadus on a solo run? Nice! That's excellent. Okay, so Team 3. Team 3, Mesprit, or what I'm calling actually Mesprit this time. Team 3, actually Mesprit. We're going to have Cheese, Kiba, and on Lara. And then that will be the last of my tickets for today, and then we'll get into the wild cards. So here we go. We're going to connect to the internet on the Wycom. It's currently 2:53 p.m., okay? So make sure it's 2:53 p.m. Pacific time, wherever you are. Just say that anything goes, but then I'll say Mesprit, and then we'll set up a code. We'll go 0221 and then 0251. How about that? 0221, 0251. And that should be good, roughly, or something. I don't know. Thank you very much, Team 2. Like the video if you haven't already. If you have not clicked that little thumbs up button, please do it. We hit 3,000 recently. I'd love to hit more, maybe 4. We'll see how it goes. But there we go. We got an Onlara over there, an Odachi. I like that our two main letters are O and K. Okay. Okay. And then we just need some cheese. It's cheese! C is like a K. Kara has like the KC sound. Okay, so Mesprit, who is also doing some Snow Runt sock puppetry, has the levitate ability, so no ground moves, but otherwise Bug, Dark, and Ghost are good, although in Mesprit's case, I'd say Bug is better than the other two, whereas for Yuxi, I would say the other two are better, just because Yuxi is a bulky boy. But you guys know all this, so let's do it. Bo, what would you call Lycanroc, the Dark Blue Doggo? Landa says book, like a book, not a book. Well, that's how people in the north of England would say it, a book. That's how people in the north of England can say book. No, I don't know. We have to think of some clever, wolfy, like navy, azure. I don't know. I'm gonna go for Diggersby, just because it's a solid Pokemon that I could then switch for. But yeah. Boot. Frostlass and Cramorant. Nice. Call it Block, Blue and Rock. There we go. But that's the thing, I mean, a blue rock, like think of some blue gemstones. Sapphire. If it's a girl, then you could call it Sapphire. Okay. Right, Thievel's to the left, so I think we should do that. And then... Oh, and then there's a Lycanroc. We could go for more Lycanrocs if you like. Or we could go to the right and get a Scyther. I think the Scyther could be pretty good. So if we go like left for Thievel, and then if we work our way right to get the Scyther, I think that could be pretty good. And then basically we could get rid of we could get rid of our Diggersby and whoever our second Pokemon was that I can't remember. So can we go left, right? We can go left, right, right. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Generally, we prefer the left more than the right here at Beauvo Games. But on this occasion, it is what we need to do. Okay. Oh yeah, Starmie. Yeah. So we can totally. Hang on. Which one of these is Dig? Quick before the hyena come. Yeah, so we could get rid of Diggersby and Starmie for Thievel and Scyther. The question is, who do we get rid of out of them? I would say maybe get rid of Starmie, just because Diggersby is better than Starmie. Like, Starmie doesn't even have good Water or Psychic. I know it does have Psychic, but it's not good Psychic, so... Thievel, I stole your sugar while you slept. I'd do it again. Okay, Dazzling Gloom. She might have. That's a good question. Oh, Michelle Ruff. Oh, don't know. Also a good question. Hang on, let me just check if I missed any other. Okay. Right, Cramorant's using Dive. Quick before the piranha come. Okay, here we go. And then show me Potato Quick. That is true. A lot of these things can be found with Google searches, but I mean, that is true. But as long as people aren't asking me Googleable things, if it's more like rhetorical, like I'm 99% sure this thing, is that right? Then that's like an okay question. If you're just asking me questions that are like factual things that can be Googled, then, you know, maybe, yeah. But anyway, Bob. Okay, so here we go. Frost Breath, baby Frost Breath. It's a critical hit. It's always a critical hit. Okay. Hey, but what's 3 times 7? 21. Hey. Google it. Okay. Sorry. I'm always thinking. Sorry, I'm just thinking of. There's like the Simpsons bit where it's like give him any two numbers and he can like multiply them in his head. And it's like 7 times 5, 35. It's like wow. But yeah. Anyway, I hope I did get that right, because I don't know. I don't do a lot of quick multiplication as much these days as I used to. That's like, it's so funny. Like the multiplication I do tends to be with like Pokemon numbers. So instead, like, so if you ask me something like 7 times 5, I'm like, whereas if it's like, you know, like 90 times 1.5, I'm like, I got it, kind of thing. Because like, you know, like 5 times a week, I'm figuring out like what 90 times 1.5 is because of stab. But if you're asking me like what like the 7 times table is, I'm like, hang on a minute. Because I just like that's the one I do less. So yeah. Hey Google, are rocks safe to eat? Google AI, yes. maybe Google AI is more like Goron AI. Am I right? Okay, so if we go right here, we can get a Sigilyph, who has a very good shiny. But if you had Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, then you probably already have it. Wait, really, Ghost? It gave my birthday instead of my character's? Oh, that's funny. I'm also kind of flattered that it didn't do it for like one of the other voices for the character. Okay. Anyway, Bark, if the video seemed a bit laggy there, it's because the game seemed a bit laggy there. Speaking of which, a certain mod's birthday is Sunday. Are you saying that someone needs to have a day off on Sunday, Xander? Is that what you're telling me? For the Sunday stream, someone needs to have a day off. Xander's was a few months ago. Although I do apologize, Xander, I have forgotten, like, the date already. So you're welcome to remind me. Because I actually did want to, like, put it in my calendar. Because last year I felt bad because I kind of remembered it up to the day. But then on the day, I kind of, like, didn't remember right away. Like, I'd remembered it all the way up until it. But then when the day actually came around, I was like, oh, crud, that's today, kind of thing. So, August. Okay. My guess was, like, August. I was like, I think it was, like, August, September, maybe October at the latest. But that's the thing. I was like, because I think it was before Sarah's. Like, there's yours, and then there's Sarah's, and then... So that's kind of how I remembered it. But, like, nevertheless, it's like... But I remember just, like, on the day, it kind of snuck up on me, and then I forgot. But it's Kramins. We like Kramin, and I hope you like Kramin, too. Okay. Well, then we better all wish Kramin a very happy birthday on Sunday. Not now. No, we can do it in advance. But there we go. Diddle-doo-doo-doo. Okay, so, right, Sigil, if we want to catch everything, you don't have to keep them, but always catch them. Ash catch them. Whilst I... Oh, hang on, what was this? Hang on. Ew. Okay, anyway, Bark. So... I just need to hang in there for like one more battle. Hang on, who was the Pokemon we're facing next? Scyther. I tell you what, I'm gonna do a double switch here, just because I know I know Stone Edge would like absolutely obliterate Scyther. But I don't want to risk losing a life. Oh wait, oh shoot, oh no, this is Mesprit, so it's fine. For a second I was like, wait, no, Blacephalon, but no, we're doing Mesprit. So yeah. Okay. So, Scythe. It's funny, if Kiba were feeling spicy, Kiba could do a substitution here, because Cramorant doesn't have a whole load of health, Throat Chop's not the best thing ever. Kiba's going for it! Kiva's going for it. Oh, it's Politoed. That's pretty nifty. Okay, I'll go with that. I'll go with that. Actually, this is pretty good, because Kiba can Dynamax here, use a very powerful physical max geyser on turn 1, and that'll do, like, a ton of damage. So, I will take it. I will take that and call it a victory. I would have loved to have done Diggersby Stone Edge, but I just think it was a little risky. Now, if I lose Sigalith in 1 turn, I'll be really gutted. But, no, we still want Sigalith to switch here, because we still want Sigalith to switch. Well, or Politoed, I guess. But we still want either Sigalith or Politoed to switch here. It's just that because you guys like have stab super effective, and you know, so we want to get rid of Scyther for like that reason. But so we do still want to keep you guys, because like Frostlass and Thievul are definitely still our 2 best Pokemon. It's just that these 2 are like, they'd be okay for Mesprit, but Scyther is better, so... ooh, there we go. Frost Breath. No, that makes sense. That makes sense. But yeah, I still think Frostlass using Shadow Ball or like Max Phantasm will be a really good thing. So, right, hit Show Me Potato Geyser. I was going to say, we only did half the damage, but it's because Politoed hadn't attacked yet, so that's why. But here we go. Air Slash! There we go, that's the spirit. It's so funny, because like I'm 99% sure that basically the Smash Bros lines are taken from the original game, because it's like the exact same like intensity and everything. Like I'm pretty sure it's like the same stuff, but I mean, maybe they were re-recorded, I don't know, but it wouldn't surprise me if they just repurposed the stuff from the original game, but yeah. Anyway, Bug. Here we go, Burning Jealousy. That's the thing, there are a few, aren't they, that do that, yeah. So... But see, that's a little bit of a reason why we want the AI protections and stuff, because it's like there are already games where you record for one game, and then they like use your recordings in another, and you don't get an extra paycheck. And I think if you're using it for like a whole other game, it'd be nice if you got like a little bit of a something. It doesn't necessarily have to be like a full whatever, but I feel like you should have something for like reusing for like a separate project. I think, you know, like recording like once per project should be like an industry standard. I'm gonna throw my hat in here. We're gonna let fate decide. Let fate decide. Do, 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 do. Honestly, I'm kind of glad it's Politoed, just because Sigalith will have the resistance to Psychic, so I'm okay with this. Jay, hello. You broke your controller, no, but you thought you'd say hello. So well, thank you for coming here. You're just in time to watch us beat a Mesprit. Hey, look, it's a pink Psychic Pokemon. But thank you for joining, Jay. Ghost, are you allowed to ask if anyone has a game and can play? Yeah, no, Ghost, you are welcome to write and you know, like say anything. That's like not an issue. It's just more what I'm allowed to say and do, and like if you're basically if you're trying to get me to say things, that can be bad. That's the issue. As long as if you ask a question to chat, and as long as you make it clear it's to chat, that doesn't impact the strike or anything like that, so it's fine. I'm not going to beat you guys down for, like, sort of being like, hey, don't talk about this gay... Like, if I'm not allowed to talk about it, you guys aren't allowed to talk about it. I'm not going to do that. You guys are welcome to... I know why a bunch of you are here, okay? I know that you like me from certain projects, and even though either I can't talk about them, or I just feel like it's not in the right spirit of things for me to talk about them, it doesn't change that... Oh, Scyther has Fury Cutter, don't forget. Fury Cutter's way better than Assurance. But anyway, Buck. Well, actually, no. I suppose, like, Fury Cutter is technically less accurate, but it is the better of the moves that it has. Right. Anyway, Buck. But anyway, Bog. But no, so you guys are, but yeah, you guys are good to talk about games. But yeah, I'm not gonna like have a go at you for talking about things that maybe I'm not gonna talk about. Like, that's fine. But just don't expect me to talk about them. That's the thing. And if anyone like tries to get me to talk about things and like isn't respectful, like if I say, hey, please don't ask me about that, and then you like keep asking me about that, then that is when Xander's gonna come out with the hammer. Oh, that Fury Cutter was good. Oh, holy cow. Well done, everyone. That was a very quick Mesprit. I mean, not that Mesprit's like the bulkiest thing ever, but still. Well done, everyone. Flawless victory indeed, yes. So stars and sparkles, sparkles and stars. But yeah, so Ghost has asked a question about a game, so scroll up past the sparkles if you're interested in seeing Ghost's question. Ghost has a question for you guys in chat. But yeah, scroll up past the stars and the sparkles and the sparkles and the stars. And then we'll kind of take it from there. So, good luck everyone getting your golden Mesprit. And let's see what we've got here. So, Thievel, he nicked it. And he'd do it again. Is not shiny. Oh, I need shiny Thievel. Sigalith is not shiny, but that's fine. I got it in Ultra Sun. Scyther is not shiny, but that's okay. I do have shiny Scyther. But oh, and it's a girl team of Pokemon. But speaking of girls, we have one more pink Pokemon. I mean, well, pink wasn't always a girl color, and I think it was like 100 years ago they just randomly switched it around. Seriously, like factually, blue used to be a girl's color and pink used to be a boy's color, and then they just switched it around, and I don't know why. But anyway, Bark. Will we get, as I predicted like an hour ago or whatever, the golden Mesprit? Oh, it's a regular Mesprit. Weiss, yeah, I like pink. I like pink too. I don't look good in, I do not suit pink shirts. I don't know why. Like pink clothing, like pink, maybe like pink underwear. Like pink boxer briefs are fine, but like, or boxer briefs with a bit of pink on them is fine, but like, if I wear a pink shirt, don't know why, it just doesn't suit me. Like pink shirts, pink hoodies, don't know why it doesn't suit me. But I like the color pink. I like pink donuts and pink cakes and pink milkshakes and pink Lugias. They're all great. Ghost, let me know when I should leave so you can get shiny forwards. So Ghost, here's the deal. Mathematically, I'm due about one shiny per week. And then, in terms of legendaries, I'm due one every 100 Dynamax Adventures. A landmark I should cross March 16th. So basically, I might need you to leave in a week. And then basically on March 16th, I might need you to leave as well. But until then, you're good, okay? So, anyway, Bug. Xander, you like pink but wouldn't wear it either. I've tried like pink shirts and stuff, but I had one pair of boxers where like they all had, I had these like sort of sets of boxers where they were mainly navy, but then they had like other colored stripes. So I had like navy with like a bright blue like series of stripes and like yellow stripes and pink stripes, and the pink striped ones were good and I liked those. But for some reason, like whenever I've had like a, you know, we got like a lot of like hand-me-down clothes, and if there's like a pink shirt or something, I'd wear it. Doesn't suit me. Blue jeans also don't suit me, and hats don't suit me as well. The hats killed me. As a wannabe Pokemon trainer, as someone who wants to be a Pokemon trainer IRL, and I want to like wear the cap and I want to like pull it back and say Bulbasaur, I choose you. I just don't suit a cap, and I just don't really suit hats generally. Hats, blue jeans, pink shirts don't suit me. What are some clothing items that don't suit you guys? Let me know whilst I check what I need from the old spreadsheet arena. And then we'll figure out our wild cards, okay? So, hang on a minute. Ba-ba-da-da. Right, oh, hang on, I don't have any... Nope, okay, sweet. Right. So hang on, let me just check the old spreadsheet arena, and then I will get to you guys in a second. Right, so I don't need a Thievel. I don't need a Sigalith? Or do I need a Sigalith? I don't need a Sigalith, really? Do I need a Scyther at least? Don't need a Scyther either? Okay, well, I'm getting Sigalith because I'm not entirely convinced about Sigalith. But here we go. Kevin, you don't like cats, always feel like they're squeezing your head even when they're super loose. No, that sounds like a real problem, Melonhead. Haha. No, I'm kidding. Sorry. Again, Kevin's the only person I feel like I could make a joke like that with. I do not make jokes like that with people. Kevin's like the only person I know who I feel like I could make a joke like that, and then like 95% of the way through the word, then renege on that joke, back out and go, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I am just kidding though. So anyway, but let's see, Xander. You don't. Oh, shorts. Also shorts. I don't like shorts, and I don't think I suit them. Yeah, shorts. I don't like shorts. I don't find them comfy. I like long trousers. I've just always liked long trousers, sort of thing. Like, I've always just liked having trousers. I don't like my legs not feeling fully covered. There's like one pair of shorts I would wear back in England that I quite liked, that were quite comfy. Otherwise, I don't like shorts. And they were quite good on like really hot days in England, but yeah, don't like shorts. Who likes shorts? Da 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 da. Okay. Right, hang on a sec. Okay, just wanted to check chat, because you guys had actually been replying about the clothing thing. And, but yeah. Oh, Ghost, you're not expecting me to be so tall. Yeah, no, that's the thing, I'm pretty tall. I sort of said this to one or two people. I think I sort of said it was like talking about with my handler with it as well. It was either my handler or one of the other staff, like, didn't realize I was, like, quite tall. Because I'm like a few inches above average, sort of thing. So I'm not like an absolute giant, but just I am tall, is the way I put it. So I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty tall. Like, I'm not super tall, but I'm pretty tall. Because just again, I'm a few inches above average, which is just kind of by default tall. Right, Sigalith, there we go. Cheese, you're tall too. Ghost, you went from sitting to stand. Well, that's the thing as well. See, because I'm like quite a sweetie, but I like sit in quite a small way because I was like a small child. So I've always just kind of like I kind of sit in a small way as well. Like in cars, I don't take up much room. I kind of sit with my shoulders hunched together and squeezed inwards, and my legs kind of crossed, and this, that, and the other. So then when I do stand up, it's kind of like, ugh. So yeah. Okay. Anyway, sorry. Let's get to the wild card. Oh, and I think I need to charge the old phone arena a little bit more as well. Okay, so guys, gals, non-binary pals, please hold your horses, and may all horses be held until I say that most magic of phrases, because our list of wild cards is now smaller. I need Thunderous, Tapu Bulu, and then Nihilego, Boswell, Pheromosa, Xurkitree, Celesteela, Kartana, Guzzlord, and or Stack Attacker. If you have any of those Pokemon, then I would super duper mega appreciate you letting me know. In the following format, you're going to write strike in big capital letters, and then you're going to say the number of times you have played today, and then you're going to let me know what your tickets are and stuff like that. And, geez, wow, you're 6 foot tall. So, yeah, if you're, like, when you say if you're 6 foot tall, if you mean you're over 6 foot tall, then that does mean you're actually even taller than me. I'm, like, just under 6. I'm, like, a teensy bit under. Like, when I'm in shoes, I'm 6 foot tall. So, like, usually when I meet people in public, I'm 6 foot tall. But it's just if you ever meet me barefoot, I'm technically smaller than 6 foot. So, like, shoes bump me up to the 6, but... So you might be, like, the teensy bit taller than me. But yes. But yeah, so those are the Pokemon I need. I need you to let me know with the strike, number of times you played. Oh, hang on. Wait, I did the wrong... Oh, yeah. And then list your tickets, okay? So ready, set, bow, let me know. Gage, you'd have Thunderous if you didn't immediately get it after your Shiny Mesprit. That's hilarious. I think people don't really have Thunderous, which is why I kind of almost am like, should I, like, keep checking in with Nia to, like, you know, because, like, maybe I do, maybe I need to, like, check in with Nia, and then if she gets Thunderous, I could, like, replace Uxie with it or something. But I don't know. Maybe I actually need to leave the Dynamax because she keeps not offering me stuff as well. Okay. But anyway, ready, set, bow, all that stuff. I think I did it, but let's see. Okay, Onlara has Pheromosa. Okay, we'll do an Onlara Pheromosa to begin with then. And then oh wow, Kevin, your brother's 6'4". Okay, yeah, that would make you feel small. But yeah. Oh well, Sam, you can always play along with Sam. It's just, so if you ever don't have the tickets, you can say strike, I don't have any of them. You're always welcome to join in. I just need to know what the options are. It's just people can't host. But it's like, if people want to host, if people have something they want to do, like, oh, well, I've been hunting for this Ultra Beast. Would you, Bo, and chat like to join me? Like, that's kind of all it is. So, Xander, tallest person in your household. Actually, that same for me. Same for me. So, we got some tall people here. Also, the only one who doesn't need glasses. Xander, you're lying. Everyone knows that Joker wears the glasses. Joker wears glasses. Like, come on. No need to lie, Xander. We know you look exactly like Joker, and Joker wears glasses. Thus and therefore, you wear glasses too. And before you're like, that's just an aesthetic thing. Like, no. But no. Anyway, so I don't know what kind of a joke that was. Anyway, Bart. Okay. So if we do a Pheromosa with Onlara, so could you guys let me know if I can type properly? I wish that for like the Nightbot shortcuts, I wish there was just like a button thing I could hit rather than having to type words. You could wear some for the fun of it. Exactly. Get in trouble, move to another school, and put on some shades with blank glass in. Okay. Anyway, Bark. So could you guys let me know... Did I... No, hang on. I did it wrong. Hang on. Sorry. Could you let me know, strike, the number of times you played, let me know if you can do a Pheromosa, ready, set, bow, let me know, and we'll do an Onlara Pheromosa... And then we'll take it from there. I might have to do some Nightbot. Shenanigans. But let's see what we've got. Oh, Cool Man, yeah! Oh, Cool Man, yeah gets to be in. Did someone just add Cool Man, yeah to the spreadsheet without me? Does that mean that a certain cramming is lurking? But we'll find out in a sec. Okay, hang on. Let's see who we've got here. So hang on. We've got one slot. So this is going to be the Nightbot random selection game. It's the happy one, okay? It's the happy Nightbot game. So number 1 is Gage. Number 2 is Kevin. Number 3 is Kieran. And Weiss. I didn't put Weiss. And number 4 is Weiss. And then hopefully. So for some reason, my spelling correct is trying to change Kieran to Frankie. I'm not kidding. I have no idea why. Okay. So number 1, Gage. Number 2, Kevin. Number 3, Kieran. Number 4, Weiss. If I've missed anyone, let me know. But we should have Onlara and Cool Man, yeah. And then Nightbot is going to decide our final player. So this is Nightbot deciding who is... Oh, wait, did Cheese say anything? Oh, no, does Cheese have Pheromosa? I can't remember. Anyway, Bark, well, Cheese can join in on the next one. If I've messed up. It's number 1, which is Gage. Gage is our winner. So there we go. Okay, Gage, congratulations. Excellent. Okay, so let me engage with this spreadsheet, which isn't working. Spreadsheet, work. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's frustrating. Okay, so Onlara, Cool Man, yeah, engage. Please get ready. Onlara's going to give us a code. The rest of us, however, are going to say that anything goes. And then we'll take it from here. Okay, so we'll get the code ready. So Onlera's going to give us a code in a second. Oh yeah, I can say the funny thing to Onlera now that Onlera's here. 02210420 is the code. Onlera, you know what I realized that was kind of funny? So on Tuesday, which was 2 streams ago, so I had always been kind of pretty much always assigning Onlera to Lugia raids at the beginning of each stream. But on Tuesday, we just had a lot of people who could like only do Lugia or who had a preference for Lugia, and I was like, I always put Onlera on Lugia, and I should kind of mix that preference up a little bit every once in a while. I'm gonna assign, and it was just easier that day to give something else to Onlera. So I gave Onlera like Mesprit or Blacephalon or something. But I sort of joked. We're doing Pheromosa, aren't we? Pheromosa is super duper mega weak to flying. It's also weak to fire, psychic, and fury. And I think that's it. I should have said all that before, but oh well. But I said, I sort of said to Onlera, I'm going to put you on a team that's, like, not the Lugia team, but, like, if I get Lugia, I'm, like, so sorry. And then I didn't get Lugia, it was a Bluegia, and it was like, there we go, like, you live another, I think I might have even said something like, we, like, live another day to, like, do Lugia or something like that. But then, obviously, the very next Lugia I did, in fact, do, which we did do together, but, like, the very next one was the one where I got the shiny. So, Doublade does have Aerial Ace, just as a heads up. I know that there are 2 Psychics on the left, but I just wanted to point that out. Otherwise, this is kind of very slim range of choices here. Not a whole lot going on. So, yeah. So it's kind of funny that we sort of joked about, like, oh man, can you imagine if I got the shiny and like and I'd left Onlera out of a raid, but then actually if I'd have done that one raid later, like, it would have happened, and that would have been really funny. Doublade does not have the levitate ability, I don't think. At least I hope not. No, it has the no guard ability, so we're good. So do we have Crawdaunt swap for Doublade for max Airstream? Yes, and because Crawdaunt is weak to both bug and fighting, so like we need to ditch that thing. But yes, I would say so. I would say that's very wise on Lara. But yeah, sorry, I kind of got caught up in my story, so I'm behind in like strategizing and saying type weaknesses and stuff like that. So Salazzle is good. Yeah, if we do Crawdaunt for Doublade, that's good. I can stick around for like for bounce, and Starmie could stick around for Psycho Cut. This is Pheromosa, so it is very, 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 very weak. So, but Psychic is also super effective against Pheromosa, so that's why it might not be too bad to, like, keep Starmie. Obviously, if there's something else, which is kind of... But I think, basically, we're probably going to be doing Phalanx next. So if we, like, do Phalanx next, then, like, we might not... Hang on, what was that? Oh, okay, weird. There we go, just plugging my phone in. I know, for such a bad Dynamax Adventure Pokemon, Starmie is coming in handy today. But yes, if we do Doublade for Crawdaunt... Doublade for Crawdaunt, 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 Crawdaunt. You've already selected it. But I'm in the middle of a belch, so I'm going to keep singing Crawdaunt, 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 Crawdaunt. Everyone 07 for Crawdaunt. I love Crawdaunt. It's one of my faves from Gen 3. If we go to... yeah, if we go to the right... I think if we go to the right, we'll have easier or better options. We'll have more options if we go to the right. Phalanx... I don't know. I don't know. If we go to the right, we have 3 Pokemon we can choose from, whereas if we went to the left, we'd only have, like, 2, so... but yeah, maybe we could just pick something like Lickitung, because that might be easier to pick. Whoa! Wonga! Cheese! Just tip 10... Cheese, that's so kind. Please remember, like, tipping and super chats and Wonga are obviously always appreciated, but please only do them if you are, like, financially able to do so. Because, like, Cheese, you've done, like, so many Wongas at this point, and I so hugely appreciate it, but please just definitely never go beyond your means, okay? Like, promise that to me. But Cheese just tipped a very generous $10. Hi, we'd like to reach you about your Corviknight's extended warranty. Tink Tung Ink. I love it, Cheese. That is brilliant. I love it, love it, love it. That's really sweet. Oh, well, thank you for the kind tip and for the hilarious message, because I love that. Okay. Wow, those Psycho Cuts are actually kind of coming in handy today. But Cheese is the Wonga Queen. Very much so. But okay. I just want to make sure, Cheese. Again, I know that's... forgive me if that sounds patronizing. It's like, yeah, like, I'm not going to, like, spend all my money on you. Like, I know it sounds audacious to be, like, someone, like, really... Like, Bo, do you really think someone is spending money on you instead of, like, their groceries? And it's like, well, I mean, I hope not. I don't think that people are doing that, but I just have to make sure they're not. So, yes. Xander, the Pokemon you kept thinking was Bug-type. Yep, Phalanx, look, I completely get why it totally looks like a sort of a big caterpillar or something, but then you see it's a bunch of little dudes. Maybe someday we will just get Phalink. And that'll be... Or maybe Link from Legend of Zelda can be a Pokemon, and then he evolves into Phalanx. It's genius. Genius, I say! But there we go. But I just want to make sure, like, I don't want anyone, don't get me wrong, like, the strike has been tough, and the strike has been brutal, and it has been a very hard time financially. Luckily, I have had a good start to this year, between getting, like, a couple of gigs, and, like, my birthday stream went well, and the event went pretty well, and stuff like that. I've had a bunch of things where... Right now, I'm kind of okay financially, but what I mean by that is rather than, like, I'm a month away from poverty, it's like, I'm 3 months away from poverty. Like, that's kind of what I mean when I say that. Yeah, I don't think we want the Phalanx, because I think our team's actually pretty solid here. When I say, like, things are okay, it's more I mean they're just not as close to... Oh, who do we want to go for here? Do we want to go with Lickitung or do we want to go with Lairon? Lairon does have items. I don't think we want to go for Swampert, but I'm going to pick Lairon just because I do have a ×4 super effective ground move, and Doublade has ×4 super effective fighting, and on Lara has ×4 fire. Gage, you're not going to have a good super effective move, but we do still need you to Dynamax here. So I know you're probably not going to have good Dynamax options, but please do make sure that you Dynamax here with your Starmie, just so that Doublade definitely can Dynamax for the Pheromosa. Again, I can't... What do you have? You have Psychic, that'll be bad. You have Rock, that'll be bad. You have Theory, that'll be bad. And then what's the other? Oh, and you have Ice, that'll be bad. Which of those is, like, objectively... Maybe the Fairy might be the best one to do, because Misty Terrain might be the least offensive. Or, it would be, like, the least impactful. Again, this is one of those very weird times where, like, I think, like, a few months ago, we would have been like, oh, don't Dynamax. But now that we kind of know about Dynamax turn order more and stuff like that, we're like, yeah, just Dynamax anyway, because we'll still KO this pretty quickly. It's a Lairon. I don't think it'll be that bad. But yeah, I'm sorry that you're stuck here kind of wasting your Dynamax on, like, terrible moves. Like, you don't get the satisfaction of, like, a super powerful, super effective hit. I'm so sorry that you're, like, missing out in that regard. But yeah. But see, here's the thing: a max rockfall would have boosted Lairon's special defense. A max mindstorm could have prevented any like quick attack type moves. So I just feel like here, but that's the thing, because we're doing this and like this is all okay. So rock slide. Oh, was that crit? That wasn't even a crit. Oh, okay, there we go. I was gonna say. Oh, but the focus sash, yes! Alright. Oh, and we got the 1-turn KO, so there we go. That's pretty nifty. But that was very cruel for Salazzle. But no, so well done for Dynamaxing. We got the KO. 1-turn KO, so there we go. Don't think Marowak is good for Reshi. If it's Cantonian Marowak, it's pretty good just because of Stab's super effective ground. If it's a Lowland Marowak, Shadowbone can get a defense drop, but otherwise it's not that great. Yeah, we don't need Metal Sound or anything, because Pheromosa is like the frailest opponent, I think, in this entire mode, so... in this game, can a Pokemon one-hit KO? Oh, good question. So, I mean, basically, the opponents do often one-hit KO us, so, yes. As, with regards to, can a Pokemon one-hit KO a Dynamax Pokemon, I would still say the answer is yes, because, like, Relicanth Head Smash. I don't know if we've ever had a one-hit KO in this mode against like a boss Pokemon. I don't know. But I mean, it would feasibly be possible. We could easily have something like, you know, like a Lycanroc using Howl, and then a Relicanth using Head Smash, or something where like the sun is set up, or a Pokemon has a Life Orb and gets a critical hit. I think Head Smash Relicanth is... I don't think we've ever had a one-hit KO, but we've had some pretty close things. Oh, Swift. Okay, that's weird. But we can... Well, apart from Salazzle, we can shake it off. On Lara, do you want to know the irony here? Do you want to know a weird irony here? If you had actually died in that previous battle... we would actually be safer now, because Pheromosa wouldn't have just got a Beast Boost. This isn't me, like, scolding you or critiquing you, but, like, it's quite funny that, ironically, saving your life in the last battle... But see, look, that was almost a one-hit KO right there. So, I think, right, if we had a Pokemon like Talonflame, and it used a Max Airstream against Pheromosa... like, so Stab, Physical, Flying, that's, like, Dynamaxed. I think a Pokemon like a Talonflame could totally... I know! Like, I didn't even know it had Swift. I didn't even know this had Swift, so... But anyway, no, Team 4, very well done, excellently played. I'm glad we were able to squeeze on Lara in quickly there. You guys did really well there, okay? Excellent work, guys. Very nicely played. Pheromosa is very easy. But yeah, I think a Pokemon like Talonflame would totally be able to KO Pheromosa in one. And because Talonflame's quite quick, it could literally be a, like, move one, turn one, one-hit KO. Generally, we've been close to one-hit KOs because of things like, oh, Cherim set up its ability and stuff like that. But yeah. Oh, Coolman, yeah! Coolman, yeah. Hang on. Did Coolman, yeah, just get a shiny Pheromosa? No way. That is fantastic. Oh, whoops, my phone just yanked out of its charger. That's never healthy. But I was so excited. Putting that shiny charm to good use. Congrats. Unfortunately, Liam was our previous winner with the shiny Lycanroc, but way to come in clutch. That's why you play with Bovio games. If you play with Bovio games, you get more shinies. Don't sue me, PM7. That is excellent. Well done. Wait, you don't have the charm on the account you're on? Well, then you have to play with Bovio games, because you definitely get more shinies. That is fantastic. Doublade is a no. Phalanx is a no. Laron is a no. But will I get a Skybow? A fair Skyboa Ramosa? I don't know how to... No, it's not shiny. Okay. So let's see what we got. Doublade, no sparkles. Phalanx, no sparkles. Laron, no sparkles. And Pheromosa is a Ferronosa. Let me just check the old spreadsheet, Reno, just to check what I need and what I don't need. And then we'll take it from there, basically. Do I need a Phalanx? Oh, I do need Phalanx. Okay, that's cool. I will... oh, and I need Laron. That's hilarious and funny. But yeah, no, we'll get Phalanx, because I need a Phalanx. Phalanx has no gender, even though it's a bunch of little men. But Doublade does have a gender, even though it's a pair of swords. And there's your fun fact for the day to overload Ghost's brain. Right, Phalanx is coming... We're bringing home the bacon. So there we go. Okay. So, a Pharaoh Skybow. Ooh, I like it. A Fairbowed Skybow. Okay, right, here we go. Do I want to delete any records? No, I worked hard for this Yuxi. Clam Fandango. A Zygarde. I don't want Zygarde. But maybe I will. If she ever has Thunderous, I might switch Yuxi for Thunderous. Because no one ever seems to have a Thunderous code, but everyone seems to have a Yuxi code. So, Silent Storm, hello. You were just in time for our final Dynamax of the day. Okay. So, let me just get rid of Phalanx from their spreadsheet. And then we shall proceed with our final thing. So, Silent Storm, can you just remind me of... Well, actually, can you guys let me know what your tickets are? How many times you've played... What your tickets are. Oh, crud. Hang on. There we go. Could you let me know, strike, the number of times you've played and what your tickets are, please? If they are things on the list I just included, which include Thunderous, Tapu Bulu, Nihilego, Boswell, Pheromosa, Xurkitree, Celesteela, Kartana, Guzzlord, and Stakataka. And there we go. That's like Phalanx is all just different gender little babies. That's also why they might just be like no gender, because it's all the genders. Oh, Silent Storm has okay, we're doing the Xurkitree. So we're gonna do the Xurkitree. Would you guys, gals, and non-binary pals, in which case, please let me know, strike the number of times you can you have played today, and then let me know if you can do a Xurkitree. Again, I'm sorry to make you start writing things out, and then I need you to do it again. It's just, it's easier to do this than to list all of the shinies you need for each of you on the spreadsheet and to update your own personal shiny things. It's way easier for me if I just get you to say, like, yeah, I can do a Xurkitree, or here are my tickets, like once or twice per stream, than to just have me monitor all of your shiny legendary habits. So I hope you understand. So, Silent Storm. Sleep in silent peace, Silent Storm, Silent Storm, Xurkitree on the tree. Okay, so we've got Kevin, we've got Kieran, and we've got Coolman, yeah. I tell you what, if... Okay, forgive me if this is kind of rude, this is normally the point. Oh, Gage. I was gonna say, here's what I was thinking. I was actually thinking, could we maybe have Kevin and Kieran? Because Coolman, yeah, did just get a shiny Pheromosa. So it would kind of be wild to have Coolman, yeah, do another one. And then Gage, if you're being so kind to sort of say, well, I did just host, then maybe it would be fair to have, like, Kevin and Kieran. But let me know if you agree with that or disagree with that. Kevin's like, I agree. But if that sounds good to you guys, then we'll just proceed with that. If not, then we can get the we can get the old Nightbot out and let some random number generation stuff happen. But if that sounds good and fair to you guys, then that's what we'll do. Again, I don't tend to like doing kind of like, oh, well, so and so. Well, you know, if I can ever help it, it's sort of like if someone did just play, I don't think that should strictly make them like ineligible to play a second time consecutively. But if I can spread people out, I do prefer to do that. And if Gage did just host as well, then that could be good. Okay, so, oh, hang on, spreadsheet just did some stuff. So yeah, if we have Silent Storm and we have Kevin and we have Kieran, then that sounds like a pretty darn good team to me for circuitry. So, okay, so Silent Storm, if you would be so kind as to host, then I would so hugely appreciate that. Let's talk to the lady, where Silent Storm is going to select circuitry, but I am going to select anything goes, and so will Kevin and Kieran. So myself, Kevin, and Kieran will have question marks. Silent Storm is going to have a big Christmas, wiry Christmas tree. It kind of is, yes. Depending on which way you look at it. Okay, so we're going to get the code in. It's going to be 1745, and then 69, nice, 85. Which is also a good number as well. Back to the Future in 1985. But yes, okay. So there we go. Oh, everyone's here. Say oh. Yeah, okay. Sweet. So just quickly, Circuitry is an electric type, so it is only weak to ground. However, Circuitry does have the move Power Whip, and Power Whip can be very dangerous. So if we can get poison types that like have a resistance to grass, such as Nidoqueen and Nidoking, such as like Galarian Stunfisk, although does that even have a ground move? I think it does. But like basically, you know, so like Steel Ground, Poison Ground, Dragon Ground, stuff like that, that is a little bit more preferable. And I think Wide Guard can be useful here as well, if we see any Wide Guard Pokemon. Oh, Dragon Ground! There you go. The system works. And funnily enough, actually electric types can be quite good because just they resist electric. So yeah, Raichu is a good pick. And Charjabug, ironically, Charjabug does have Dig, which we can use quick before the Hyena come. Now, unfortunately, everything else here is kind of garbage. But maybe I'll have Klefki for now, and I'll just act as like a support Pokemon, and then I'll try and switch to Klefki. Oh yeah, what does Battery do? I forget what Battery does. Can't have pie without Power Whip. Exactly, Xander. Exactly. Okay. Right, here we go. Oh, a Selgor. Oh, a Selgor. A Scavalier does have Drill Run, which could be very good. The rest of these are not all that great. But a Scavalier could be a good choice. So I'm going to go left for a Scavalier. And plus Sigilyph is weak to electric. But maybe I could just switch for this Escavalier, and that could be the answer to all our prayers. And then we could just pick everything else based on what's easy to beat. I don't know. It boosts allies' moves by 30%. Oh, that's very nice, isn't it? Yes, okay. Okay, yeah, we can do that. We can do that. Just special attack, though. Okay. But basically, it's like this special... It's kind of like a special equivalent to Cherim, in a way. Kind of, sort of, maybe. I am going to not set up a light screen. And I'm not going to set up a crafty shield. I'm just going to use Flash Cannon and hope for a special defense drop. Ghost is back. Why is it called tree when it's a bunch of wires? It basically, it kind of looks, it's like electricity. It's kind of a bit like electricity tree. But it also, I mean, it kind of like does have a sort of tree-like appearance as well, doesn't it? Kind of. Like, it's kind of like a tree of wires in some ways. It does have power whip, which is both like power, because like electricity is power, and whip because of trees and whips. I don't know. I don't know all the explanation to it, but it's kind of just, it's sort of, but it's kind of I don't know. It kind of has like a slight tree-ishness in its design, even though it's not a grass type. But yeah, it's basically just like circuit tree, and I think maybe they just wanted to spell it differently as well. I don't know. Because it's basically just a pun of like circuitry. But I admit I'm not clever enough to like fully understand it all, but show me the defense drop. No, okay, fine. But the main thing is like circuitry. And you just checked it on Showdown. Battery boost special attack by 30% or 1.3 times 1.3. Okay, that's good. That is good. Right, hopefully we can KO this turn. We should be pretty good here. Show me the potato quake. Kadoosh. Very nice. So that is a Scavalier down. Can you imagine if we got a shiny of this 2 weeks after? 2 weeks after the community day. See, it doesn't. But see, my thing about circuitry is I understand the circuitry aspect of it. I just don't fully understand the tree and the X part of it, kind of thing. I don't know what a Zer is, or fully why it's like tree. I mean, because it kind of has like the resemblance to a tree. It kind of is like a wiry tree type thing. But right, I am going to switch here because then I'll have Drill Run. And then I'll have a nice physical ground move, which should be pretty nifty, if I dare say so myself. And then we kind of should be good. And then also because it is just quite flexible with lots of different moves. Now, who are we better against? I would say we're better against Octillery because we've got a load of electric moves. And then we could just go against something like the... Oh! We could go against the Poltegeist. Like Scolipede, because like Raichu does have the Psychic for Scolipede, but I think it would be quite... With Octillery, it won't hit us too hard, and we can hit it with electric moves. But yeah, I think we should go for Poltegeist because of that weak armor ability. If we have any multi-hit moves, Poltegeist is the time to use them. It's so funny, the weak armor. I know, it's great. It's great, I love it. Right, hang on. Why are all my moves 95 accurate? This is very scary. It's very, 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 very scary. Okay. But anyway, Bark, I will be going for the Fury Cutter, because I think this battle's going to last at least 2 turns, so if I do get my Fury Cutters off, I will have some real power behind them. X can make a similar C sound. I mean, a little bit, right? Would Acid Spray be good? Here's the thing, Silent Storm. We're gonna have Mud Slap, which isn't gonna really be that powerful. And then everyone else, well, here's the thing. Octillery is a water type, and so I think just, like, it would probably get KO'd in 1 hit from, like, a discharge, and it would definitely get hit in 1 turn by like, a max lightning. So I feel like by having the team that we have, we're much safer against discharge. Oh, come on! Why must I miss every, like, 80 to 90 accurate move? Every time! Every time! Every time! Every time! But yeah, but so circuitry, I feel like Octillery would be an easy chance for a beast boost. And so, although I like the idea of Acid Spray, I don't love it on an Octillery. A Selgor, yes. But Octillery, or Skuntank, but Octillery I think is too risky. Cool, man, yeah. What's going to happen to these streams once you get all the legendaries? That won't be for a couple of years, just mathematically speaking. It won't be for a couple of years. And if the strike ends, it'll take even longer. But when it ends, the answer is I'll have to figure out something else to do. I would probably ease off of streaming a bit. But basically, I'd probably just do stuff like egg hatching streams. Maybe we could do, like, whatever, you know, raids are available in Gen 10. Like, I'm gonna do some Gen 10 raids with my chat or something like that. But yeah. But yeah, I think basically by then maybe something new will have presented itself. Maybe I will have a bunch of shiny hunting to do in Gen 10. Maybe, you know, just I'll have like egg hatches that I want to do. And yeah. But it's such a long way off that I don't have a definitive plan yet, because I kind of can't plan for it. Who knows what life is going to throw at us? Maybe there'll be some other fun multiplayer mode available in Pokemon. Maybe Legends ZA will have some shinies that I need. Maybe Gen 10 will have shinies that I need. So, egg hunt for shiny Fione. Exactly, Wise. Exactly. I need shiny Fione. I need, like, Nincada or Nincada. I need, you know, like, hang on, what were the other things I needed? Blah, 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 blah. I just had it in my head. I was just thinking of, like, I was literally thinking of something. Oh, right, yeah, I'm not Dynamaxing yet. This is not the legendary yet. Yeah, that's the thing. There could be certain games that I am in, or that I'm going to appear in, that I could play and stream. The world is my oyster. So yeah, there's just there are a lot of options. Right, Psychic, quick before the hyena come. Well done for going physical, because that will trigger the weak armor. And that helps us. That helps end this battle more and more quickly. Oh, for the love of Nelly. But look, that's how weak you are, Poltergeist. That's how weak you are. You can't even KO a Flygon. But yeah. So we'll have to see what happens. It depends on when the strike ends. It depends on when Gen 10 comes out. It depends on how lucky or not lucky I am with all these shinies. Again, Phase 1, the end of Phase 1 is within sight, and maybe when I finish Phase 1, I might cut down on the streams a little bit more or something like that. I don't know. You know, I might cut down on them like a little bit. But yeah. But you know, we've still got 13 Pokemon left in Phase 1. It's again, if I average about one legend. Oh, for the love of Nelly. If I average one legendary every 3 or 4 weeks, you know, like 13 legendaries, that is about a year. So I still have about another year. And that's me going at like 5 streams per week with like a double length on Sunday, you know, with double length on Sunday. So, you know, and I'm not going to be able to keep that up if the strike ends. I'm not going to be able to keep that up forever. So that's why it's like I need to, you know, I just kind of need to see, and it really depends. It depends on when I finish it and what is available. Maybe there will be other games to play. Maybe I'll have access to more games. Because, like, one thing, guys, if I had a way to play, like, Pokemon Blue and other older Pokemon games on stream, I would love to play some of the older games. I have ideas for challenges and things I can do in the older games, but I just don't have the means to play them right now. So, you know, those are things I could do as well. I have an idea for like a birthday stream, but just I need one of the old Pokemon games to do it. So, right, we aren't gonna switch to this because Poltergeist sucks for a circuitry. Where does the love of Nelly come from? So it's funny. I don't know if anyone says... I can't remember if there's anyone particularly or in particular who ever said, for the love of Nelly. But, like, Nelly itself kind of comes from two things in my life. One is, back in England, there was a cartoon that I had a couple of episodes of, like, on video or, like, recorded on old videos or something. And it's called Nelly the Elephant. And the singer Lulu was the voice of Nelly the Elephant, and it was narrated by Tony Robinson from Blackadder fame. And so Nelly the Elephant had a very catchy theme song, although I'm not particularly fond of the last few words of the theme song. If you go look it up, but it's not rude or anything. But just if you do look up Nelly the Elephant theme song, you'll understand that joke and you'll laugh. But yeah, like the final few words of the theme song, like not keen on them. Oh, a critical hit on Kevin, because of course. And then Circuitry could have been electric grass for certain, yeah. Right, we're gonna dig quick before the hyena comes. Kevin, see you later. By which I mean in a turn. But yes. Yeah, it's a bit weird. The first electric grass we got was the Hisuian Voltorb. But anyway, so Nelly the Elephant is kind of one, because just so Nelly, like Nelly, I don't know. But then the other thing was, in the UK there's a reality show called I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. They put celebrities in the Australian jungle, and they do a bunch of challenges and stuff, and it's, you know. But anyway, Bark. Oh, brutal swing, but Charger Bug dodges, Raichu evades, Escavalier dodges, because of that mud slap, baby mud slap. Ironically, Flygon is the one Pokemon who did get hit by it. Xander, you see the words. Cheese, you looked up the lyrics. Yeah. I don't think you can just say them out of context. Like, you have to look up the song and kind of get why she says those words. Also, by the way, we just KO'd this thing. Bada bing, bada boom. Well done, everyone. That was a very quick... That was a very good circuitry. For how threatening and dangerous circuitry is, that was really good. So well done, everyone. Stars and sparkles, sparkles and stars. Get those electric circuits in chat, or lightning bolts or whatever. And we'll see who gets a shiny, shall we? And then, but basically... But then, yeah, I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. Jimmy Osmond of the Osmonds, of like the musical group, the Osmonds, like, you know, there's like Donny Osmond, who, you know, sung Be a Man. So like the Be a Man's brother, he would say, like, he'd be like, oh, Nelly. And he would just be like, oh, Nelly. And that always just stuck with me, and I found it funny. And so... I can't remember if anyone ever said for the love of Nelly, but those two Nellies always stuck in my head. The main thing I often say, although I don't really say it much anymore, is... Yeah, I haven't said this for a while, but I used to say, oh, for the love of pizza. But I tend to say for the love of Nelly now. But yeah, I used to say for the love of pizza, and that's like a Simpsons quote. So it's kind of like all those three things, like, mishmashed together. Maybe there was someone who has said, like, oh, like, for the love of Nelly, but I actually just can't think what that is. Maybe I need to look that up. But yeah, the Nelly the Elephant theme, it's very cute. It's one of those theme songs where it, like, explains the premise of the show. It was a very charming cartoon. It was a very charming cartoon. Like, look it up. The stream's gonna end in a sec, so look up Nelly the Elephant theme song. And then you'll know why I don't like the last, like, I don't know, 3 words of the song or whatever. But anyway, Bark. So, Escavalier is not shiny, which is probably a good thing. Octillery is not a thing. Hurry, you have to go. Poltergeist is not shiny either, but will we get the not cosmic, not midnight, not disco ball circuitry? No. There you go, on Larry. You have... There you go. So anyway, no sparkles there, no sparkles there, no sparkles there, and no sparkles there. But Silent Storm, thank you for hosting, unless it wasn't Silent Storm who hosted and that it was actually someone else. but I'm 99% sure it was Silent Storm. And looking at my spreadsheet, it was Silent Storm. So thank you, Silent Storm. I really do appreciate it. Circuitry's a good one to do, so it is a fun one. Okay, so Artillery I don't need. Do I need a Poltergeist? I don't need a Poltergeist? Dang. Oh, what's the other thing? Hang on. Oh, I don't need any of them? I don't need Artillery or Poltergeist or a Scavalier. Dang, okay. Well, I'm going to get a Scavalier because it's a trade evolution or whatever. So, okay. There we go. Right. Chat. Cheese, you're still laughing at the Nelly song. It's a lovely little song. Well, hopefully when you say you're laughing at it, you're laughing more at me saying I don't like the last 3 words of it. Because the song itself isn't, like, funny. It's a nice little, intro song, Because I like theme songs where it, like, explains the story, Timmy is an average kid who no one understands. Like, that, it's a great song. I mean, I like songs that don't, just Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, right there, teenage, they're mutant, they're ninja, and they're turtles. No, but it does also explain, that Donatello does machines, whatever that means, and, that Raphael is cool but crude, or is it cool but rude, who knows, and that Michelangelo is a party dude. But yeah, so yeah, but I like theme songs where it like cleverly manages to like explain the premise of the show, and Nelly the Elephant is quite a sweet and charming one. So, okay, Kevin just looked at the song and oof, those last 3 words. That's like, I'm gonna get you all to Google Nelly the Elephant, and some like random YouTuber is gonna be like, why did my upload from like a VHS of Nelly the Elephant that I copied onto my computer and uploaded to YouTube 10 years ago, why did that get like 10 views this week? And there we go. So there we go. Okay, so there we go. So oh dear, running out of space. No thanks. And there we go. So guys und gals. Oh, ente, no. So guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Non-binary prowls. Non-binary pals. Thank you all so much for joining me here today. As always, you guys have just been really wonderful and kind and supportive, and please know how much I appreciate it. Because in addition to being lovely, supportive, and kind, you're all just really fun, and I've had fun. And congratulations to our various shiny winners for getting shiny Lycanrocs and Pheromosas. Like, what the heck, man? That's fantastic. So that's really cool. Did we get a shiny? I don't think anyone got a shiny this round, no. So there we go. So right, today is Friday, isn't it? So I will not see you guys tomorrow, because it's Saturday and I take a day off on Saturdays. But I will see you on Sunday, okay, at 1 p.m. Also, in a few weeks, when like the clocks change, I will be changing the times with it. But I need input from you guys, like not right now, but I will ask you guys about what times are good for you, because I know originally when I started these, I did them a little later in the day, and that worked really well for a bunch of you. And I know that going earlier wasn't as good for some of you. But maybe, in theory, in game theory, I can move things forward, and hopefully that will like help more people see the streams. But it also means that I hopefully I'm not like, kind of kicking out anyone else and stuff like that. So the clock will be changing in like mid-March. So in like 3 or 4 weeks or so, the clock will change, and I might change my stream time with it, because I go feed stray kittens, and that is kind of based on like the sun setting, because cats can't read the time, guys. So yeah, I am going to start playing this game tonight. Ooh. Actually, I'm going to select it now. No, I'm not. I thought it was going to move to the left. Okay, but I'm going to start playing that game tonight now that I'm done with this game. I can't believe I'm done with this game already, but there you go. Right. Take care, guys. Lots of love. I'm terrible at these endings. They always last, like, 5 minutes. But thank you all so much. Have a good rest of your Friday. Have a wonderful Saturday. And I will see you on Sunday afternoon for a double-length Dynamax Adventure stream. Like the video if you haven't. Thank you, Ghost. Yeah, like the video. Subscribe if you haven't. If there's anyone who's watching who hasn't subscribed. And I'll see you guys Sunday. Have a wonderful weekend. Take care. Lots of love. Thank you again. And bye-bye.